Welcome to the recorded pre-bid meeting for the Surface Water Management 2023-1 bid package. My name is Daniel Howe. I am the project manager for this bid package and will be your presenter today. Any information provided at this meeting is unofficial and non-binding. When the project is advertised, you will be able to submit any questions to the Snohomish County Purchasing Department at the email shown. All questions will be answered via written addendum. Due to the complexity of the two projects included in this bid package, we are holding this pre-bid meeting to inform contractors about the projects and encourage contractors to visit the project sites. Here is an outline of what we will be going over today. Upcoming bidding schedule, availability of the projects for site visits, project background information including location, and we will be reviewing notable project items. Project sites are available for site visits now. However, the sites themselves are not staked. The bid advertisement will be in early February and have a 3-week minimum bid period. Bid opening will be at the end of February. Here is an overall look at the expected construction schedule. Project advertisement in February with anticipated notice to proceed in early April. We are expecting this to be a 1-year project. There are limited in-water work windows for both sites. Locust Way has an in-water work window of August 1st through August 31st. 60th Avenue West has an in-water work window of July 15th through September 15th. We will not be conducting organized site visits. The easements for these projects do not take effect until April, so everyone will need to stay within the road right-of-way. These projects are in Snohomish County, Washington. The first project site for Groups 1 and 3 is located in unincorporated Snohomish County near the city of Bothell. The second project site for Groups 2 and 4 is located in unincorporated Snohomish County near the city of Edmonds. Group 1 is the work related to the culvert replacement at the 23325 Locust Way project site. Group 2 is the work related to the culvert replacement at the 14406 60th Avenue West project site. Groups 3 and 4 are the utility relocation work associated with the culvert replacements at the respective project sites. Here's a little project background. For Locust Way, the culvert was determined to be failing, causing potholes in the road, and for the overall road prism to start sinking. The culvert is located on Trickle Creek, which is a tributary to Swamp Creek. This requires the replacement structure to be designed to meet fish passage criteria. On 60th Avenue West, the culvert was inspected and determined to be failing due to corrosion and therefore scheduled for replacement. The stream is a tributary to Norma Creek, which require the replacement structures to be designed to meet fish passage criteria. Today, we will be providing a brief overview of notable project items shown on the list here. Starting with Locust Way in the construction sequencing. The contractor will have to plan construction sequencing of the culvert work for Group 1 with the utility relocation work for Group 3. On the upstream end of the culvert, the logs shown here in this snapshot will have to be placed after the gravity sewer bypass shown here on this other snapshot has been removed. You can see that both the gravity sewer bypass and the logs are located in the same location. This project will allow for a full road closure. However, the contractor will have to submit a traffic control plan for approval by the county. Lane restrictions and road closure can begin once the traffic control plan has been approved. A detour route has been provided in the plans and is shown here. The bid package will have 157 working days based per Section 1-08.5 of the special provisions. Substantial completion is based on the entire bid package. Private property salvage and restoration. This is a big one. There are several items that will need to be temporarily removed and replaced at the end of construction. These items include a metal carport that is being used for boat storage, a small gazebo, wood stove, and concrete fencing along the road frontage. Pictures of these items are shown here. The property owner prefers for the carport to be stored on site during construction and will provide a location for the storage. This will be coordinated with the engineer. All other items will need to be removed from the site and stored by the contractor. Private property protection. There are two items that will need to be protected in place. One is a wood-fired brick oven immediately adjacent to the gazebo. That will be temporarily removed. This brick oven will need to be protected in place and, if damaged, repaired at no expense to the county. The second item is a metal gate located near the road on the north side of the property. This gate should remain in place during construction and be protected from damage. Pictures of these items are shown here. Due to the large excavation and proximity of adjacent dwellings, the contractor will be required to provide settlement monitoring of structures within 200 feet of the limits of excavation. The settlement monitoring requirements are detailed in the special provisions. As mentioned earlier, the in-water work window for Locust Way is August 1st through August 31st. So moving on to 60th Avenue West, we need to talk about construction sequencing and an unstable slope. Due to the deep excavation and narrow work limits, the contractor will need to have a detailed construction sequencing plan, taking into account all of the utility work included in Group 4, the downstream channel alignment work, and installation of the new culvert. The contractor will likely need to complete all downstream channel work prior to the placement of the culvert and any other remaining work. Also of note, on the downstream reach, the right bank, if looking downstream, has a high, near vertical bluff that is unstable. The area of the unstable bluff has been circled in red on the plan view snapshot. You can see the area of the unstable bluff here. All material to be placed beneath this bluff shall be placed by equipment, and the contractor should avoid having construction staff working beneath this bluff. This project will allow for a full road closure. However, the contractor will have to submit a traffic control plan for approval by the county. Lane restrictions and road closure can begin once the traffic control plan has been approved. A detour route has been provided in the plans and is shown here. The bid package will have 157 working days per section 1-08.5 of the special provisions. Substantial completion is based on the entire bid package. Shoring design and settlement monitoring. Due to the deep excavation and close proximity of the adjacent residences, the contractor will be required to keep all excavation within the defined clearing limits. This will necessitate the use of shoring to be designed by the contractor and approved by the county prior to construction. Two sheets have been included in the plan set showing a conceptual construction access plan identifying locations and heights of potential shoring walls. One of those potential shoring walls is located here along the north side of the excavation. The second is located here along the south side of the excavation, and the third is located here along the south edge of a proposed access road. Due to the large excavation and proximity of adjacent dwellings, the contractor will be required to provide settlement monitoring of structures located within 200 feet of the limits of excavation. The settlement monitoring requirements are detailed in the special provisions. Let's talk a little bit about the proposed culvert. The proposed structure is a concrete box culvert that is to be set at a 14.46% slope. This steep slope will require careful design by the precast supplier and may require the use of cutoff walls to help with stability. Due to the deep excavation and the limited access, the contractor will also need to account for the size of the individual culvert pieces to be cast and their weight in combination with the equipment planned to move them on site. The size of the crane or excavator on site may be limited due to the depth of excavation, and the contractor will need to work with the precast supplier to design a culvert section that will work with the available equipment. As mentioned earlier, the in-water work window for 60th Avenue West is July 15th through September 15th. Thank you for watching this presentation. Please keep an eye on the Builders Exchange website and the purchasing website for any updates. Submit questions during bidding to the Snohomish County Purchasing Department using the email address listed here. Please visit the project sites if you are available.